It was a weird idea, like most human ideas, but I have to admit this one was interesting. I mean, leaving your kids with humans was a risk, but kids never talked back to them or dared to disobey them. Their reputation as fierce warriors preceded them. I had my doubts the first time we did it, but having some free time with my wife was a compelling argument, so we went ahead. Shit, humans have things figured out. Buying free time for money, that has to be one of the best ideas in the galaxy. To be honest, the biggest issue was who to pick. Male babysitters knew more games and were the most liked by the kids. The kids are more likely to get a broken extremity because they let them play too rough. Female babysitters were less liked by the kids, but more likely to follow the instructions you as a parent could leave for your kids. This time we are leaving for a longer time, so we are calling a more experienced one. Mary, though taller than us, was small for human standards. 1.5 meters, she said. Later I'd have to look how much that is in standard galactic units. We live in an average farming colony, at the edge of our race territory. Nothing of value to steal, but pirate raids are always a possibility. We have a small bunker that could hold our kids and the babysitter for the duration of a raid, which is usually one cycle long at most. Our kids love stories about heroes and sleep early. They really eat much and could survive for many cycles without much food. They are sweet and well behaved. We are going off-world to visit my wife's family, and we shouldn't take more than 2 cycles. We gave all this information to Mary before parting. She nodded vigorously to everything we said, and promised us that she would keep our kids safe. The trip to my wife's old home was quite uneventful. The conversation went as usual up until my wife's brother turned the TV on, and an emergency broadcast was on. My home, my entire planet was being attacked by pirates. They all looked at us. We left immediately. We made the trip in the shortest time possible. Our military was engaged with the pirates. We could only watch from the sidelines, as our military forbade us to interfere, as we would be more a hindrance than an asset. 1 cycle. 2 cycles. 3 cycles. The pirates finally retreat. We are escorted to the coordinates I provided to my home. There's no building standing. I can't see any landmarks I recognize. I can't find my home. One of the soldiers says he found someone. It's Mary. She's covered from head to toe in pirate blood, barely holding to a metal bar that she's using as a cane. She's standing, but doesn't move. There's pirate corpses around her. Many pirate corpses. My wife rushes to her. Mary moves her head a little when my wife starts calling for her. My wife asks about our kids. Mary moves her arm with what I can see is a great effort and points to a location. We rush to the place she pointed, and we see the entrance to the bunker. We open it, and there they are, my kids. They are safe. My kids are safe, screams my wife. We hear a faint, good, from Mary, as she collapses. Our military took us all to the nearest operative health center. My kids got a full check, no issues. They said they weren't scared because as soon as they heard the pirates, Mary took them to the bunker. Don't worry, I'll protect you, she said with a smile, and closed the bunker from outside. Mary was a different story. She had several trauma injuries, dehydration, hunger effects, lack of sleep, adrenaline overdose, and some other stuff that was human-specific issues that I couldn't understand. The military report arrived shortly after. According to the clues in the battlefield, Mary killed 326 pirates. The destruction around her was caused by the pirates trying anything they could to take her down. The raid lasted for 3 cycles, during which Mary faced pirate attacks at least every hour. Her parents' arrival was something I dreaded, but they didn't seem angry at me. They were worried about her, obviously, but if anything, they seemed proud of her more than anything. Mary was recovering slowly but surely. Humans sure are something else. The news spread like wildfire. The galaxy was at war with the humans and rightfully angry at the pirates. Mary recovered enough to talk 9 cycles later, during which she refused to receive more money than the one agreed for the babysitting, claiming that she was just performing her duties. Quite the noble thing to do, considering that our government offered her a good amount of money. Mary became a celebrity, and with her, the humans' prowess and babysitters. Mary achieved full recovery after 100 cycles. Shortly after, 134 cycles after the raid, the human armada in its entirety received permission to move against the pirates that raided my planet. It's been 156 cycles since that day. Mary is visiting us. She talks to us about how she was granted a scholarship to her favourite university, the only thing she did accept as a reward. While laughing, she also tells us how babysitting became really profitable for humans. There's a special reason she's with us this night. Today's the day the human armada flies above us, before entering pirate territory. The sky is filled with lights from the human spaceships. While looking at the sky with my family, I can't avoid feeling grateful that we got a human babysitter.